obviously we were just talking about how COVID has basically stuck everybody in their houses for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
But you did this kind of virtual live stream tour.
Yeah.
How did you find that experience?
Lonely, yeah, a different experience. It's like, it's like anything. I mean, I have, I think what I've learned in this career of mine that's been so, winding is that perspective is really one of your biggest blessings and biggest assets as far as your career, and like what you've seen, what you've already been through, that makes you appreciate what you've got more when you get it. That makes you, again, appreciate the luck involved in a way, even though obviously it's, it's work and talent, all that stuff, of course, but there is also an element of luck, ultimately, I think, in anyone's career, timing and all that. And I think that, I really got to kind of understand what it meant. I mean, your initial question was?
Well, no, just how you found the live stream performance experience.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. So I've sang to nobody, so it's like I'm used to. I can recall that that level, in the early days of like singing to a bartender, stuff like that. So I feel like I can get it, and now I've sung to a whole nother number of people. So it was kind of a weird thing to like have the silence, but you're in your ear and ears, you're like kind of cut off anyway. And I also felt like it felt like one long nighttime performance, like a Letterman or Fallon or something like that performance, where you're just like, like there's like the audience set way back, and so you can kind of picture that. It's like a soundstage thing, but it was it was a little unnerving. I mean, it's also, I hadn't played in, gosh, like almost 10 months at that point, because I was on a break. My last show was end of November, and then so by the time March, when I was going to start tour again, rolled around, I was ready. So then, it was like extra time, and so it wasn't like, I wouldn't really invite a camera crew and everybody to record my first performance of a tour, but that's essentially what it was.
Yeah.
So it was good. You asked me, I'm telling you, listen, we're like, we're in home because of a pandemic. I mean, I'm going to mince words at this point.
Yeah.
It was hard, It wasn't my like favorite thing I've ever done, but ultimately I felt connected to fans. I felt like I missed them, and they could feel that, and I feel like they needed it, I needed it, and
it also, it kind of comes under the heading of, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, there's no, I changed, this is my first time in this room for a call today. I did all my like interviews and stuff from this room in my house. I was like, because if I see that freaking backdrop of my living room one more time on in this computer screen, I'm gonna lose my crap. You know what I'm saying? So I changed it up for y'all. Yeah.
Well, and we appreciate that. One of the other things that I've talked to a number of artists, particularly songwriters, about is this thing of doing Facebook or Zoom co-writes. Is that something you've tried?
Yes, I have. I had a really successful one with a guy, a lovely, wonderful Englishman named John Quamby, and he's just like so talented and so giving of a musician that it went really well. We got a cool song, but I don't recommend it. It's not really my thing. I'm more I kind of keep it busy with the guys that I write around here with, that I've done, that I did Lost in You with, and many others, and we just keep rolling, keep testing, keep getting tested, and just doing our thing, our private circle. So I'm on to that.
Yeah. Let's talk about the new single. You've talked about not to put too fine a point on it, but you've talked about letting it rip on this song, and there is this sort of remarkably athletic quality to your voice.
Yeah.
But the lyrical content is extremely heartfelt.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, as a songwriter, are you always looking for that tension between kind of the music and the lyrical content?
Always, yeah. I thrive on that. I think. So you feel like? Do you feel like the melody doesn't meet the lyric on this one?
Well, it's not about meeting it. It's about kind of almost being in opposition. It's like it's like I'm going along, but if I'm listening to the lyric, I should be maybe crawling under the table. I'm not sure.
I think uncomfortability is the spice of life, and I'm always trying to juggle that ball in there, get it in. But yeah, no, I think you could feel the heated plea of this song.
Yes.
I think you could gather that I'm kind of wondering something, trying to figure something out. I'm always trying to figure something out, in my songs. I don't like kind of, and there's no rest for the wicked, as they say. Like, there's just not a solution kind of thing. Like, that's what I offer up, I know it's like, you need me to give you no answers, full of no answers. Just
but you never. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing, certainly the thing with songwriting, and probably any creative endeavor, is you never actually figure it out.
No. No, I mean,
because that's what you create.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's I think that is, first of all, I'm sure people, and I've been in relationships that are restful, and easier and more placid and serene. But I don't subscribe to those always. I mean, I think they also run their course. Like in my experience, I think it's always your personal relationships, your romantic relationships, especially, hold the mirror particularly close to you. I think that as far as being a person that just skips off into the sunset,
yeah, it's not always lollipops and unicorns.
Exactly, and it shouldn't be always like angsty and difficult, but it sometimes is, and that's the place that I reside in as far as writing a lot of times. But there's other times, there's other things that I explore.